Sitting in a fire truck, spraying water everywhere. Sitting in a fire truck, woo woo, spraying fire everywhere. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, here we go. So,
we are gonna land this on the Maze Bank building.
No, we're not.
We are.
It never works.
It will work this time. I have faith.
It never works, Tristan.
I have faith. It will work this time.
Yeah, well, you had faith the last 100 times that we've tried this, and it exploded.
It's because you don't have enough faith.
Friends and Fun with Phil, Forever Lost, and Tristan.
I need to mind messing around. GTA messing around.
Yeah, so go watch Tristan's video that he's also streaming. Should be pretty similar to this, except from a different point of view. But whatever, man. Do what you will.
I bet we could probably land it on the stadium roof. That probably wouldn't be too hard.
I've seen some, like, crazy people do, like, jumps off the stadium roof. Like, in cars. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, this one dude jumped off the stadium roof and ended up in, like, a tower nearby.
Huh.
Like, I'd have to find the video and show it. Like, it was, like, yeah, it was weird. I was like, I don't know where the fuck he went, but, like, he fucking pulled it off. It was intense. It was insane. That wasn't really that close, might I say.
I tapped the wheels down.
Yeah, the, like, back end of the wheels.
If I can make it to Jewel on Kerbal Space Program, I can land on this tower. It's totally the same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to question, how many times did you explode on Kerbal Space Mission?
An uncountable amount of times.
My point exactly.
There were lots of exploding McDeathies.
My point exactly. But nonetheless, I guess somebody's targeting us. I don't.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't. I should have grabbed some water before I started the stream.
I mean,
where'd you go? Well, I mean, then I just have a bunch of dead air.
I feel like you have a lot of dead air without realizing it. I think that might be our issue, like an issue. Okay.
You stole that. Look, that poor businessman just wants his fancy car. Let's mug him.
Ooh, my strength just went up.
Really?
Yep.
That made your strength to go up.
80 out of 100.
All of mine are 100 out of 100. Get wrecked.
Yeah, but like, I don't try. You try hard.
Says the level 200.
Hey, I play smart. Just because I level hard doesn't mean I try hard.
Expert landing.
Hey, I pulled it off, and we're still driving with minor scratches to the roof.
Didn't we want to do some stunt races?
Oh yeah, we did.
So we can show them how bad we are at driving?
Oh yeah, totally. Here, I'll try starting one. Rockstar created. Try for the Rocket Voltic ones, because they're a lot more fun.
Are you gonna open one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open one.
Okay.
I highly doubt that I'll be in charge of it, though. That's the problem.
Oh, as long as there's enough space that I can get in after you.
Yeah, you might have to be fast about it. So, like, have the friend menu open, possibly.
I'll just have my phone open, so when you invite me...
Oh, I can host it, actually.
Oh, sweet. Do it. I am a fancy demon. Fancy demon in a suit. Fancy demon. I didn't even see your outfit. I gotta be honest. I just completely ignored what you were.
It's my Hitman outfit.
Oh, okay.
Like,
oh, you're not wearing your Uncle Death outfit?
No. I've really considered re-downloading that game because I deleted it.
I played like almost nothing in that game, and then I was just like, not really my game. Like, I mean,
no, okay.
I could have probably put more time into it.
No, straight up, if you check my Facebook, for like the first 2 weeks that the game was out,
you had the highest score in one. Yeah.
I was the top player in all of fucking Wyoming, which is not that big of an achievement to some people.
Yeah, because it's Wyoming.
But I was like, yeah, because it was Wyoming. But I was, okay, but no, at the time, I was the top player out of like 70 people, okay?
If you were like, I am the top player in California.
Like, I was the top player in fucking, out of 70 people. For the entire state, 70, okay? Fuck y'all.
I mean, okay.
I don't give a shit. Like, straight up. Like, you gotta give me props. That's pretty fucking...
What am I wearing right now?
An awful, awful outfit.
No, like, what is this, like...
Why can't I change my helmet? This vehicle for this race has been locked. And you create all players.
Yeah, why is the helmet locked?
I don't know, and I don't like this helmet. It doesn't work with this outfit.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, and then as soon as I hit continue, it let me change it.
Really?
It took off the helmet. Yeah, as soon as I hit continue, it changed it.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to have a mask on. Like, that's the point of my outfit. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh wait, how do I rocket boost?
It's L3. They actually changed it. It's not L3 in free mode, but it is in races. They changed it so it was easier to access, I guess. Just dead. I was trying to change my radio so that like, I'm not getting DMCA'd. Fucker.
I have mine off.
Yeah,
but you have to keep that. You gotta keep that music off so you don't get copyright striked.
Yeah, I was trying to turn it off when you fucking nailed me in my ass.
Phrasing.
Maybe you shouldn't nail me in my ass then.
Oh. Whoa, hey. I gotta be honest, I don't feel like this rocket car would be that great in free mode.
It's like, in my honest opinion, it's kind of a broken mess. Because like, you hit it, and if you are at like the wrong angle, you go flying up into like the hills or something, and then you just like, you can rip this car apart without even trying.
Well, yeah, because like, it's so fast, and like in free mode, you don't ever have like enough space to actually like drive it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of an insane.
Now, the perfect vehicle is the ramp car.
Except you can't race in one of those.
I know, but the ramp car is just perfect because you crash into another car and it just throws it up.
Yeah, but that's only for like 30 cars. That's the thing. Like
I know it does eventually just break.
It's such a fucking piece of shit after like it's a kind of a piece of shit after a while.
I mean, you gotta be honest. None of them are really that great.
Yeah, I mean, I would have much preferred, like, a different car with a fucking rocket engine in it, to be all honest.
Yeah, then this thing.
Yeah, because the Voltic is kind of a piece of shit. Like, the base one.
Yeah. Isn't the Voltic
Like,
an electric car too?
yeah, it's an electric car that's basically completely, it's a single body. Like, the only thing that's not part of the main body, like, piece is, like, the fucking doors. And it's all made out of plastic as far as I can fucking tell.
It's basically the Tesla of GTA.
Yeah, it's like the most fucking reusable car ever because it's made out of fucking plastic.
Did you watch Grand Theft Auto at all? Or... Let me
No, I don't
rephrase
watch
that
Grand Theft Auto.
to make it actually what I meant to say.
I play it, but I don't watch it.
No, I meant to say, do you watch Rooster Teeth?
Oh, no.
The statement I said
like,
was nowhere near what I meant to say.
I don't watch them play Grand Theft Auto. I watch, like, Funhouse occasionally.
Well, that's what I mean, like, just Rooster Teeth in general. Like, you know the people of Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
So Bernie Burns...
I don't really watch people play...
You know Bernie, though, like, the guy who kind of, like, created Rooster Teeth? Well, he has, like, a cartoon yellow Tesla.
Yeah, doesn't he also have, like, I was watching one of their animated adventures, didn't he also, like, have porn on his fucking phone and it played or something?
That was one of them, too, yeah. He, it was on the Bluetooth and he forgot to, like, shut it off, and so when... And then he was in the trunk, and he was doing something in the trunk, and his wife turned on the car, and his phone auto-Bluetoothed and continued playing the stuff.
Yep, that's... And that, kids, is how you get caught. You're like so far ahead of me, and I'm like boosting like every 10 seconds.
Get wrecked, scrub. Get wrecked.
Well, because I like crashed out, and then I almost caught up to you, and then I crashed out again.
You know what actually could be kind of fun to stream together if you had it?
What?
Dark Souls.
No.
Come on, you no. Can't. It would be pretty.
I don't want to play Dark Souls.
It would make for great content.
No, it wouldn't, because then it would just be me screaming and crying, and it would be you laughing at me because you know what you're doing, and you wouldn't tell me anything because you're an asshole like that.
Apparently, that jump requires a boost.
Yeah, some of these jumps require boosts.
Boom! Oh yeah, it's a Tesla, so it's not gonna blow up.
You never know, it might.
Take that to heart, kids. Electric cars don't blow up. Test it at home.
Didn't that guy fucking die from his Tesla exploding?
Yes!
Like,
it's actually really hard though. It's actually really hard though to blow up the Voltic in this game.
Yeah, like I think that case just like got wrapped up like recently because it fucking exploded like a couple years ago. But then like Tesla was like, well, it wasn't our fucking fault. He did something retarded. And then the court was like, yeah, but your car shouldn't fucking explode like that.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care how dumb he is. I don't want my car exploding like that. Woo! 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 Oh, dang. Oh, whoop! Ow, I effed me more than I effed you.
Yeah, you did. On the bright side, you still have one more lap.
Have you played Kerbal Space Program?
No. I've seen gameplay of it.
Okay, you at least know what it is.
Yes.
Is this like set to where you can't fall off this wall or something?
What do you mean?
I feel like I feel like at certain points I should fall off that wall.
Well, there's a wall on the bottom.
Well, I know, but like, you know what I mean? I feel like at certain points I should fall off that wall and land on that ground at the bottom. I don't feel like I should stick to that the way I... Oh crap! Ole! Did you fall?
Oh, yes.
Oh. Okay, let's not do that again.
Or let's do that again.
Where even did we do that? Wasn't it at the bottleneck up here?
No, it was at the bottleneck back there.
I hate how, like, it takes a second to, like, recharge it when you land.
Well, yeah, because it can only recharge when you're touching ground.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you have to touch ground, and then you can go flying again, and it'll work.
What the heck just happened?
Did you get directly behind me?
Maybe.
Yeah, because the jet rocket might blow you away.
Like, no, it completely turned me around and shot me the other direction.
Yeah, that might happen if you're, like, too close to the back of the jet.
I mean, later, when it's later, you can just watch it back and see exactly what happened. You know?
Yeah, well, when you watch what I just fucking pulled off, you'll be fairly fucking impressed that I pulled it off.
When you watch what I just did, you will not be impressed whatsoever.
I'm generally not, so it's nothing new.
So I found out a lot of my coworkers consider me the grumpy guy.
I mean, I could see it. Sometimes.
Yeah, but like, there's no way I'm grumpy. There's no way I'm grumpy enough, though, that I could be the grumpy guy.
I imagine in a work environment, you're kind of an asshole.
There are plenty of people who would be much better as the grumpy guy than I.
I mean, according to all of my friends here, I'm the horrible, like, memes and, like, kill myself jokes guy, so...
I'm Mr. Antisocial. Like, if I had a title, that would probably be it, Mr. Antisocial.
Yeah. Okay, so I really need to, like, talk about this thing, because it's been bothering me for, like, the last week and a half since it, like, happened.
Yeah.
So, okay, so, like, I have this, like, lesbian friend who, like, I hang out with, like, a lot. Like, I eat almost, like, every fucking meal with her, and, like, we hang out, like, occasionally, like, all the time, over in, like, her building, like, usually.
Okay.
And so, like, the other day, I was just talking about how, like, we were talking about, like, something fucking stupid, and she was like, don't you dare tell me that you have no, like, you don't have any privilege, because you're a white male, like, a white straight male, and I was like, okay, first off, like, you have no room to say that I have, like, a fuck ton of privilege, because, like, I've seen some fucking shit, and, like, I've been through some fucking shit that you don't fucking seem to fucking, like, regard. Also, just because I'm innately a dude, straight and white, does not mean that I just fucking get everything I fucking want.
I mean, that would be great if that was the case, because I'd just be able to get anything, but at the same time, it would suck for everyone else,
yeah.
but...
Yeah, but, like, the thing is, like, okay, I have to work my ass off for a fucking... I'm gonna have to work my ass off for my engineering degree, just as much as anybody's gonna have to work their ass off for an engineering degree. Like, it's not gonna be automatically handed to me.
Well, yeah, and it's like... Even when you go to, like...
Well, and,
like,
the thing is, like, with this whole, like, SJW fucking, like, society or whatever, like, basically, like, just because I was born a straight white dude means
like,
that I'm automatically worse.
I took that one test, and I only ended up being, like, a 60% on the privilege scale.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, that was BuzzFeed, it's not like that.
I mean, yeah, but... It's not like it's not like that's 100% not baseless. Like, it's not like it's 100% baseless, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, like, I'm not saying that, like, it's okay to, like, discriminate against people,
Well,
but,
that
like, the
yeah,
thing
because it's
is,
not.
like,
Yeah,
I don't give a shit about, like, who the fuck you are, as long as you're chill with me,
yeah,
and,
like
like, we get along, and you're not a total fucking asshole to me.
yeah, it's like if you're not being a total tool,
But, like,
we'll
the
probably
way
get
I look
along.
at it, like, well, like, the way I look at it, if, like, an SJ, like, okay, so, like, I don't see it right to discriminate against, say, a black lesbian.
Yeah,
Like, I don't see it fair to do that. But then, if that black lesbian is so inclined, she is fully within her rights to discriminate against and call me out for being a total fucking asshole just because I'm a straight white dude.
see, that's what I'm
It's
not
the
okay with.
exact
It's like
same.
it's the
Yeah,
same thing,
it's
but
the
because they're the minority, people don't care.
yeah, it's the exact same fucking argument. Like, I totally don't agree that it's fucking okay to discriminate against anybody, but the fact that it's suddenly okay to discriminate against straight white dudes just because they happen to be born straight white dudes, when your entire argument was that you're born a
You're born who you are. You
black
can't change it.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
like
you're
yeah, their whole
using
argument
the
is like you're born who you are. You can't change that. Blah 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 blah. And then they're like,
but
you're a
you're a
straight
total
white
fucking
guy. You'll never
asshole.
understand that. You're a dick. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but
It's
then
like
you're a
you're totally
fucking
going
asshole
against your own
for
argument.
being a straight white dude. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why?
Yeah.
How does that make any fucking sense? Because she straight up just called me out and said, don't tell me that you don't have any privilege because you're a straight white dude and you have all the
Yeah.
privilege in the world. I'm like, really? Because my dad's fucking dead. I have to work for every fucking grade that I get. I've failed math, like, once, basically. And that's because I'm fucking shit at math. And, like, I've had to work,
Yeah,
and, like,
math
I
is
don't
the
get...
only class I've ever failed it too. Like, and I only failed it once, but like, it's the only kind of class I ever failed.
Yeah, but, like, I work my ass off for fucking everything that I try. Like, I get. I work for everything, but the fact that it's just innately, oh, you automatically get this is fucking bullshit.
Oh,
Because I don't get
you know what I never understood?
what.
How you can get an F in PE. PE is
I
literally
mean,
show up and do what you're supposed to do.
yeah, but, like, think back to your PE classes of, like, high school, and all of those really, like, awful girls. Like, I'm
Still,
not, like,
as long as you do what you're
that,
supposed to do, you should at least
yeah,
get
but
like a
it's,
C.
yeah, the fucking, like, crazy fucking retarded fashionistas who either don't ever show, like, they show up to, like, the first day of class
Yeah,
just
like
so they can get, like, the syllabus, but then they never show up again, or the, like, crazy bitches who show up just because they have to, because, like, they're probably on, like, probation or something like that,
yeah.
and they fucking, like, have to show up to class, like, every fucking day, or else they
Why did
get
you
in
get back?
these
Did
huge...
you get backed out of that lobby?
Yeah, I think I got kicked.
That was dumb. Now we're in this depressing rain world.
Yeah.
I
Here,
feel like
I'll
that
try
could be
to
the name
start
of
up
a
another
very
one.
terrible album.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
Depressing rain
Or-
world.
You got a nice face, boss.
Yeah, really, or just like really depressing album altogether.
Yeah, just like, what's your
Or
song?
or
What's
or
your
it's
album? Oh, it's depressing rain world.
or it's just it's the album name for the soundtrack for
Morse
Waterworld.
Mutual. How can I be of service?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
I
that
can do
probably
that.
whatever. My two most expensive vehicles are blowing up right now.
That's fun.
I mean, I didn't blow either of them up. Just they're blowing up, so I have to go ahead and Morse Mutual them.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, this one dude like flew over and
Morse
blew up
Mutual
my
Insurance.
FMJ
How can we
earlier,
help you?
and it charged him
Okay.
$20,000.
Hmm.
Like, it's really just not worth it to, like, if you know what car they're driving and it's a expensive one, it's really just not worth blowing it up.
Yeah, it's not.
Like if
Here,
if you're driving a crappy
uh,
cheap car, then whatever, I'm gonna blow you up. But if you're driving like
try to start another stunt race.
yeah, but like if you're oh, you know what game had like some amazing graphics for the PS3?
I'm tempted to say Crisis 3.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong there. Crisis 3 did have some pretty great graphics. But, no, Battlefield 4.
Oh yeah.
Like, Battlefield 4, they just, like, really... they were just, like...
Granted, I got it for my PS4.
Well, yeah, but, like... It probably looked better on the PS4, but I'm just saying, like... Just the fact that it looked as good as it did on the PS3...
Battlefield 1 looks really good on the PS4, I would have to say. But, like...
I honestly don't think I'm gonna get Battlefield 1.
It's fun. It's just, like... It's like they took all of the guns and turned them into Call of Duty guns.
Huh. I'm also probably
Because
not gonna get the new Ghost Recon.
Hi there. Let me know
Because
if I
the
can help you.
time to kill on some of those guns is kind of fucking ridiculous.
Like, you know what I mean, though? I'm also probably not gonna get the new Ghost
I
Recon.
enjoy the new Ghost Recon. It's not bad. It's very Division-y.
Well, that's the
It's
thing,
in
though,
the
is
same
it's just
vein.
because, like, I didn't really like the last one that much, and I don't feel like I should I don't feel like I need to experience this one. It's not one of those games that I feel like I need. Now, on the other hand, Horizon Zero Dawn, that's a game I feel like I should try and experience.
See, Paul has told me that it's a really good game, but I don't really... I know that the graphics are great, I know that the story is, like, super impressive or whatever. Hey, I invited you.
I did not get an invite. Oh, I did get an invite. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
But, like, so Paul told me that it's, like, super good, that I should get it, but, like... I don't really want another single-player game, because I have Skyrim, and I have Fallout, and can basically play the new fucking Tom Clancy as a single-player game.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm kinda good on solo free roams right now. Like, that's the thing.
Oh. I was
And,
just
like,
spacing
as-
out for a second there, and I was like... And then I realized my radio was on. I was like, no! No copyright strikes.
Yeah, I was like... I can't... Like, I'm interested by it. I think it's a great game, even though I haven't played it. I feel like it's a great concept for, like, everything, but, like,
You're just
don't...
probably not gonna get it.
I'm not interested in the game at all. Like, that's... I'm not gonna knock it, I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything, because...
You're just not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it. I just don't care.
I mean, fair enough. I wish I could
Like, I
play
would-
Breath of the Wild on some of the consoles I already own, so I don't have to, like... You know?
See, I just don't care about Zelda at all, or, like...
That's the thing,
Which
though, is, like,
is-
I
I
really enjoy the Zelda games I've played already.
Like, I get that it's a super popular franchise, it's just not a game that I've never been a Nintendo guy. I've just never... I had a Nintendo Wii, but, like, I barely ever played it because it was... It was super... Like, I had a PS3, I got a PS3 after I got a Wii,
Yeah.
and I always felt like the Wii was, like, I mean, the Wii was a super fucking casual gamer.
It really kind of was, but...
And I wasn't into, like, casual gaming at the time. I was into, like, playing fucking Uncharted 3, like semi-professionally, and, like...
Well, I mean, don't get me
all
wrong,
sorts-
like, the Wii did, like... Twilight, like, for example, Twilight Princess was not a game that you can just like lounge on your couch and just get the game done. Like, I mean, you could,
Yeah.
you just wouldn't make a whole lot of progress, because, like, Twilight Princess really required you to do stuff.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, I did have some good games on my Wii. I was never, like, I was either always out of batteries, and the remotes were always fucking dead, which I found super fucking annoying, and I didn't want to spend, like, I didn't want my parents to have to go spend, like, a bunch of fucking money on batteries, and, like, they didn't want to go do it either. My dad was super sick when I, like, first had my Wii, so, like, and it was, every single game that they seemed to fucking buy me was always, like, a fucking party game. And what's the point of a party game when you have no one to fucking play it with? Especially back in, like, middle school when I had, like, no friends. And, like, I had nobody ever fucking come over. Like, and my parents were sick, and they were not in, or, like, my dad was sick, and my mom wasn't into gaming, and my dad wasn't into gaming. Like, it was just kind of fucking pointless. It was
And
like...
you went to tight-ass church school.
Yeah. Fucking Catholic school.
Yeah.
PSA
I bet
to all
that
the
really...
children out there.
Yeah, don't go to Catholic school.
Yeah, don't go to fucking Catholic school. At least don't go to my Catholic school. And from what I hear, it's actually kind of like failing. Like, at least in my like, the thing is like, by the time I got to high, like,
you just get some like random viewer though later, just like, hey, I went to Catholic school.
Yeah, so did fucking I.
Yeah, it's like,
and I fucking hated it.
It's like, I did too. I didn't like it. I didn't.
Yeah, like, okay, so like, okay, like I was saying earlier, I fucking went to fucking, like, I was going through my Facebook messages, and like, I have some newfound respect for people because I was going through all of my old messages, and like this one girl who I fucking had a thing for, she straight up messaged me telling me, oh, well, like, don't feel bad that you feel like you have no friends, like, you came from a private Catholic school that nobody else fucking at NC fucking came from, except for, like, 2 other people.
Well, and like, even then, that's not a fair statement, because you did have friends at NC.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, I was on the debate team, and I had, like, I didn't feel like I had friends on the debate team, that was the thing.
Yeah.
And so, like...
Probably because you didn't, but that's besides the point.
Well, I mean, I have some, but, like, now I, like, count most of those people amongst, like, my enemies, because, like, people are assholes. Like...
See, what I never understood is, like, when people are like, oh, you don't have that many friends, but it's like, I have easily, like, 20 friends that I could count right off the top of my head.
I mean, yeah.
And it's like, you really don't need, like, a whole lot of friends.
I mean, okay, so, like, according to science, I guess, like, this is what I've heard. I wouldn't fucking, like, count on it actually being true, but, like, according to from what I've heard, you can only have, like, a maximum of, like, 150 meaningful, like, friendships.
Yeah, because like, you can only pay attention to each person so much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can only have 150 meaningful relationships with people at a time. So having like 50,000 fucking friends on like Facebook or whatever, like...
That's what I never understood is when people are like, I have 5 billion friends on Facebook! I'm like, how many of them do you actually talk to? How many of them actually talk back to you? How many of them actually care about you? How many of them do you care about? How many of them do you have direct contact with? Like
on a daily basis, or like at least a weekly basis, I would say.
Yeah, it's like...
I mean, like I try to talk to most of my friends, like, at least once a week. And that's even with, like, some of my lower friends. Like,
yeah, no, I'm, like, straight up Mr. Antisocial, so, like, I could drop off the grid for, like, weeks.
Yeah, I mean... I would probably hit you up and be like, yo, rah.
Honestly, I kind of did that, like, the last 2 weeks, just kind of dropped off the grid.
Yeah.
Because like I hadn't been playing anything with anyone. I'm just kind of like chilling and really doing nothing.
I mean, it's understandable, like, sometimes doing that.
I don't know.
But, like,
Just sometimes I
don't
don't
know.
feel like doing anything, so I just do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally understandable. Sometimes you just need, like, some alone time, but like, it's just, like, I find it, like, crazy that people have, like, that many fucking people, and they care that much about, like, having that many fucking friends.
Yeah, and it's like,
Like,
it's like, yeah,
like, so,
but
like,
I have. It's like I'd
was
be
watching,
more.
like,
I'd be
this...
more like I'd care more. Like I feel like a better break would be like, I have 30 really close friends
Yeah.
that I actually hang out with and talk to and blah blah blah. It's like instead of
Like,
I have
so-
50,000 friends on Facebook.
So, like, I was watching, like, a Joe Rogan, comedy special on Netflix, like, the
Yeah.
other day, since, like, I had spring break for, like, the last week. And, like, he was saying that, like, there's this chick on, like, Twitter who has, like, 8 million fucking followers or whatever, and all she does is post ass pics.
Yeah, so of course she's gonna have 8 million followers.
Yeah, but, like, none of those people have any meaning to her whatsoever besides a fucking number.
Exactly.
And, like, what's the fucking point in that?
I mean, there isn't.
I mean, I'm not saying that, like, having, like, low or high subscriber numbers, like, here on YouTube or whatever,
Well, yeah,
is
it's like
necessarily, like, a bad thing. Like, it's, yes, I would agree that having a bunch of followers on Facebook or on like, or a bunch of subscribers on, like, YouTube is, like, a good thing. But then, like, people who turn around and say, like, oh, PewDiePie is the most subscribed person on fucking YouTube, he has the best content on YouTube, that's not fucking true at all.
yeah,
Because he
it's just because a
makes
lot of people
possibly
like
some
him.
of the he makes some of the possibly the laziest content on all of YouTube. He makes possibly
Like
some of the
he literally
lowest
just made a video.
denomination.
He literally just made a video where it was just him kind of like arguing with 5 cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, he makes the lowest denomination, weirdest fucking shit videos now. Like, anti-Semitic thing was fucking blown out of proportion. I would agree with that.
I mean, the
but
thing
it was
about
still
that though is like,
fucking insane.
do I think he's anti-Semitic? No. Do I think that was
No.
blowing way too far out of proportion? Yeah. Do I think he could have
Was
handled
the
it a
jokes
lot
in
better? Yeah.
Were the jokes in poor taste? Almost definitely.
But it's like, oh crap! I can't turn off my radio because it's loading.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Well,
no,
like,
I can't turn
I
off my
mean-
radio at all because it's locked in.
Yeah.
How dare you curse me like this? Now I'm gonna have a couple minutes of unmonetized section of my.
Eh. If you talk loud enough, they can't fucking hear the music.
yeah,
No, but like, so like, the thing is, they blew it like like the fucking Washington Post blew it way out of fucking proportion. They took it like
basically
way
they were like,
insanely crazy.
they just went like, Disney drops PewDiePie because he's a Nazi.
Yeah, and
like,
so it was in really fucking poor taste, and it was not a good decision on his part. But then like, look at what fucking JonTron just fucking did.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about it at all.
And like, on top
Like-
of that though, like, I get what PewDiePie was trying to do with that video. Like, he was trying to make a point. But,
Yeah, like, because
He
he, was
could've
using
easily-
like Fiverr or whatever, and
yeah,
he was trying to
he was
fucking,
proving,
like,
he was proving the point
proving
that, like,
people will do some like ridiculous fucking shit
just for
$5 fucking
yeah. And like, but like, an easier way to do that would have just been like, subscribe to Keemstar. Cause like, anybody who knows PewDiePie would know what subscribe to Keemstar would mean.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just...
Also, subscribe to Keemstar. Don't do it.
Yeah, no.
Don't. Like, seriously,
Like, he
don't.
should technically be banned. Like, he's technically banned off of YouTube.
Is he
But,
now?
like, well, no.
I thought he still had
because-
that one channel. Whatever it's called.
Well, okay.
That news channel he
Drama
does.
Alert is technically not owned by him because he technically cannot own a YouTube channel because he already got his first channel that he ever made that was like super popular banned.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So, like,
there's a
he's-
reason for that,
yes.
though.
Yeah, so
A
he's
very
not
good
fucking
one.
allowed. Yeah, he's not allowed to own YouTube channels. But like the thing is, like, he technically doesn't own Drama Alert, so like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, so they let him get away with it. But yeah, because he's, for one,
But like he's banned off of YouTube technically.
yeah, for one, he's a racist with rage issues.
Yeah, like I still find like his fucking like iDubbbz like fucking like the thing that fucking happened with iDubbbz where fucking iDubbbz called him out on all of his fucking horseshit and then he didn't say shit because he fucking couldn't because everybody was already fucking hating on him at the time and like iDubbbz is like super fucking popular now, like he's kind of like a mainstream YouTuber.
Well, the
But,
thing, like, and then on top of that, like, a YouTuber who, like, never gets involved with actual drama got, like, roasted him.
Yeah.
Like, and I think you cannot figure out who it is. Leafy.
Oh.
Remember that?
Okay. Yeah, Leafy.
All of Leafy's content is just joke roasting. But he cared enough to legit roast Keemstar.
Yeah, but like Leafy's kind of a dying channel now. Too.
I mean, true, and Leafy has his own issues, but
Literally since like iDubbbz, like this all kind of links back to iDubbbz because iDubbbz did his content cop like series, and it kind of just like kicked the shit out of like some of the bigger names, and just like fucked with like a lot of fucking people, which I find super fucking hilarious because like they are the fucking most cancerous fucking YouTube channels on YouTube. Like it's kind of fucking awesome that he does that shit. Like it's the best thing ever.
I kind of want to
But,
get
like-
one of these ruiners, just so I can, like, have some fun in free mode.
Yeah, the free mode ones have like missiles.
Yeah, they have missiles and all that stuff and machine guns.
Yeah. Wait, no, the free mode ones don't have machine guns.
Yeah, they
It could
do.
be the- oh, they do?
I'm pretty certain they have a machine gun.
Because I thought these ones only had
Like, I know they have
Or-
missiles, but I'm pretty sure they also have a machine gun.
missiles.
But I mean, why use the machine gun when you can shoot missiles?
Yeah. And I think it has a limit of 8 missiles.
I do too. But like, why limit the ruiner's missiles when the tank can shoot unlimited?
Because it's a fucking tank.
Yeah, but like, still. It doesn't matter if it's a tank or not. A real world tank would still only be able to shoot so many shells before it ran out.
Yeah, but like a tank can like fucking jump, it can't parachute, and it can't like it's super fucking slow.
It totally could jump, parachute, and go quick. You just have to give it the right modifications. Do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Have you seen Iron Fist?
No.
Do you
I've
plan
heard
on
it's
watching
really bad.
Really?
I've heard it's yeah. No, dude, it's fucking getting panned the shit out of it on fucking like every fucking like critics are panning the shit out of it.
Like, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but I wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah, no, critics are saying it's awful.
I'm backing out, by the way.
Yeah, they're saying that it's like one of the biggest like fucking like mistakes Marvel has made. in its
Obviously, they
fucking,
didn't
like-
watch Luke Cage. But
They're saying it's worse than Luke Cage.
No, it's not. Luke Cage was a disaster.
I never watched Luke Cage because it kind of seemed awful.
Let's put it this way. I was able to watch all of Daredevil, and I was able to watch all of Iron Fist. I could not get past the first episode of Luke Cage, and I could not get past the third episode of whatever that other one was. Whatever her name is, the strong lady. Her enemy is like a purple dude with mind control. Except he's not purple in the show, which is weird. She's a private detective, and she has super strength.
I mean, I'll look at it right now.
I honestly don't care enough to remember. The only reason I remember Luke Cage is because it's such an easy name. It's just Luke Cage. You know? Why did it spawn me in my nightshade? That is weird.
Oh, Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
I didn't even think that was a Marvel thing. I am just now realizing that is a Marvel thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give a single shit about it.
I got to like the third episode of that one, and I was like, I really do not care enough about this to finish this series. And then Luke Cage, I got like somewhat through the first one, and I was like, nope, this also is not great. But like, I actually enjoyed Daredevil, and I enjoyed Iron Fist.
Yeah, see, let's look at like IMDb.
For Iron Fist?
For like all of them.
All of them? You're gonna IMDb all of them? I'm messed up
IMDb,
the acronym.
yeah.
I messed. I said it wrong, and then I was like, that hurts.
Okay, according to IMDb, Luke Cage is a 7.8.
Yeah, no, it's not that good.
According to critics.
Nope.
According to critics.
It is not that good. I'm telling everyone right now, do not watch Luke Cage. It is trash.
And Iron Fist is apparently an 8 out of 3 according to critics.
I told you, Iron Fist is way better.
I'm super lost because, like, last time I checked...
Go ahead and IMDb Jessica Jones.
It was fucking awful.
No, I actually recommend you watch Iron Fist. It was actually pretty good. Did you watch Daredevil?
No. Okay, Jessica Jones is an 8.2 out of 10.
Okay, Jessica Jones is also not that good. Jessica Jones is more bearable, but it's still not that good.
A user review put it at a 9.
That user must be a real big fanboy of Jessica Jones. And now Daredevil.
Okay, 11 hours ago, according to Cinelinx, Marvel's latest Netflix show, Iron Fist, was released yesterday, and it's gotten punched in the gut by critics, receiving a paltry 17% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and a somewhat higher 37% on Metacritic.
But it's actually really good, though. And I'm actually kind of hoping to, like, I kind of want to see where they go with it.
And then, okay, and then Daredevil. Netflix one.
Then again, I guess the only two Marvel characters out of the 4 that I care about are Daredevil and Iron Fist, so... if I'm being honest.
Yeah, so apparent. Okay, and then Daredevil is a 8.8.
Okay. So Luke Cage is the lowest out of all of them.
Yeah. But I mean,
Which
it's
I
got,
have to
like,
agree.
It's got but like
Luke,
Iron Fist has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, a
yeah, but
17 and a
whatever.
37. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say that you can't like bad shows because everybody likes that one bad show that they
Well,
just
yeah,
talk
but like,
about. Like,
think about it though. Like, critics rate it for like how well the story's told and like blah 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 and all. They go off a checklist of like, does the show meet X?
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
not always.
Not
And
always. Like sometimes it's their. But also, you have to think about the fact that the critic themselves could be biased.
I mean, yes, but like, I don't know.
Well, like think
There's
about.
I mean,
There's
there's
a
a
huge
lot you can say for critics.
like
There's a lot you
there's
can
a
say
good.
for critics.
I have a good example of the critic being biased. There's this one dude who just like apparently like he just hates Nintendo and like all of its products. And so he rated Breath of the Wild 2 out of 10.
Yeah, and didn't even play it.
No, he did play it a little. But like, so when you're going down the list of Breath of the Wild, you'll see like 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and then you'll see him like with his 2 out of 10. Mate, would you like to get wrecked real quick? Like, I have no issues wrecking you.
Everybody's giving Jim Sterling shit over giving Breath of the Wild a 7.
Yeah.
Like, some of the crazy
7,
fucking mega
yeah.
fans, yeah, are literally, like, trying to, like, dox him, are trying to DDoS his website, hack his social medias. Like,
First of all, a rating on a video game is not worth that. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, like, their whole reasoning is that it dropped Breath of the Wild's 98% to a 97.
I mean, yeah, but it's 1% on a video game rating is not worth wrecking someone's life.
It's still one of the most highly rated games of all time, even at 77 or 97.
I mean, Nintendo already holds the highest rated game of all time, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, if I remember right, it's either a 99 or a perfect.
Like, it's...
But, yeah, like, Ocarina of Time is the highest, most well-received game out there. And it's like, the fact that they were able to make Breath of the Wild and have it come pretty close to matching Ocarina of Time ratings.
Like, I just watched a Tech USA or a Review Tech USA video.
Yeah.
Where apparently Anita Sarkeesian, fucking Gamergate bitch, fucking straight up called Breath of the Wild an awful game for like some reason.
Well, that's not even the case.
Like,
just by what I've seen of like the mechanics and the graphics and the gameplay, I haven't even played the game, and I could tell you that it's probably one of the best games that's gonna come out this year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a really good game. Really good.
Like, and I really do want to play it, but like,
I mean, there's some speculation that Borderlands 3 might come out this year.
Yeah, there was some speculation about that too, but like,
and I would be fully on board for that shit because it's been forever.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna be really honest.
And the last one was shit. Like, let's be honest.
Like, I'm not gonna say it was shit. I'm gonna say it wasn't as good by a reasonable margin. Like, don't get me wrong, but I really hope they take their time to get this one like really nice and refined.
Well, and this one would probably not be made by Australian. 2K.
Yeah, and it would
Because
they would
the
get rid of all the
pre-sequel
moon
is
mechanics,
entirely-
obviously, because it's not going to be on the moon.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
pre-sequel is completely made in Australia, like
Yeah,
by the Australian team. Which
it's not made. It
is
doesn't
a
have the
s-
support of the original team on its.
Yeah, which is
crew.
a smaller. I mean, which is a smaller studio
Yeah,
overall.
and
So
like
they couldn't
don't get me
produce as
wrong,
much
they did
content
pretty
in
well, but
yeah, like they didn't do bad. They just didn't do as good.
I feel like it would have been a better choice. Like, I feel like they could have done better. Like, I feel like they could have still had the Australia team do it. But if they would have took like just like 1 or 2 people off the original team and like had their input,
Well,
you know,
I mean,
like you know what I
that's
mean,
not
like
all
really.
it take, but like they needed more support from.
They
Like,
did. They needed some more support from other branches.
Yeah. Like
If
spread the love.
anybody
fucking
who has
help
ever sat
everybody out.
through an Assassin's Creed ending credits knows how much support Ubisoft uses on their games.
Yeah, fucking, like, I'm pretty sure, like, every fucking studio that Ubisoft has works on every fucking Assassin's Creed that they have.
Yeah.
Hell, every fucking Watch Dogs, because the fucking credits on those games
Yeah,
are,
and it's
like,
going through it, and it'll be like Ubisoft,
It's like-
whatever, Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft Japan, like Tokyo, Ubisoft, and it's like,
and, like,
oh my god!
fucking, like, a quarter of the credits is in English, a quarter of it's in fucking French, a quarter of it's in, like, Japanese, and then the rest is in a language I don't fucking know what it even is. And I'm just like, I don't, like, and I can't, like, you can skip them, but, like, I remember back in the day when, on my PS2, when I played fucking, like, Jak and Daxter,
Yeah.
that game, by far, had the longest fucking credit sequence at the end of it, and it was unskippable.
You know what had, what game I remember finishing and having way too many credits for the, like, it felt like it had way too much credits to it. And I don't know if you've played it or not, but Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut.
Nope. Didn't play it.
Well, anyways, so it had multiple storylines you could play through. You could play Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Robot Dude, and Big the Cat. Big the Cat was basically just a really, really terrible fishing game that no one played except for Game Grumps. And probably some other people that I don't care about. Let me rephrase that statement. Probably some other people that I don't know who have played it. But anyways, each time you finished a storyline, you were greeted with like 2 minutes of credits. Each time. And they were unskippable. So, like, you beat Sonic, you sit through 2 minutes of credits. You play Tails, you beat Tails, you sit through 2 minutes of credits. You play Knuckles, you beat Knuckles, you sit through 2 minutes of credits. You play Robot Dude, you beat Robot Dude, you sit through 2 minutes of credits. You play Big the Cat, you give up, and you swear off the game for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you don't finish Big the Cat.
Like, that's not a joke. Like, you don't finish Big the Cat. You don't.
No, but, like, I'm not even kidding. Jak and Daxter was, like, a great fucking game. Like, it was, like, a fucking PS, like, a PlayStation fucking flagship. And the fucking game had, like, probably, I don't know, fucking an hour, half an hour's worth of fucking credits that were unskippable. And they all came at once.
I just threw a grenade at a business dude, and he screamed, and then like put his hands up, and then did like a fancy feet dance, and then blew up. Like, imagine,
But, like,
imagine you've seen Monsters Inc., right?
Yeah.
You know the scene where Mike is going scary feet, scary feet, scary feet, and Sully's doing the quick steps.
Oh yeah, that.
Imagine that, but like like an African businessman standing on a grenade.
Poor decisions. He made one.
Like seriously though, that's
How to do
legitimately
any
like
of
pretty
those.
much exactly what just happened.
But like, I'm not even kidding. Jack and Daxter had like the longest credit sequence of all fucking time. It's fucking awful.
Yeah. You know it's another terrible game? Or you know what you know it's a terrible game?
I think the lady in this clothing store is a phantom.
Are you even in the same server as I am?
I think so.
Also, I've just kind of been running around doing pretty much nothing.
Evidently, no, I'm not. But the lady
Let me
in this
join
clothing
yours,
store
then.
is a phantom. Because I walked in the room and she wasn't there. I turned to a clothing rack and then she said hello and she was there. I think she's a phantom.
But no, okay, so Sonic and the Black Knight.
You don't talk about that game, Tristan. Nobody talks about that game for a good reason.
Yeah. Aaron on the Game Grumps broke like a cabinet because of that game.
Yeah.
Like legitimately,
not a
he
good
like
game.
got up in the middle of recording and punched the crap out of a cabinet.
Yeah. For good reason. Because it's a bad game.
Yeah, and he's Grump, and Danny's not so Grump, and they're the Game Grumps.
Because fucking, the whole story behind that fucking game is that they fucking wanted to make, like, they made Sonic 06, but then they wanted to make other games at
So
the
they like
same
split
fucking
up the
time,
team.
'cause
Yeah.
they couldn't fucking decide on what game they wanted to fucking make. So they split the team in, like, to pieces, and then it fucked them over by them making some of the worst games of all time.
You know what game should have been good, but just absolutely flopped?
Sonic Unleashed?
Sonic Boom.
No, that game
No.
was never
If,
good.
No. If they would have put the time into developing the game that it deserved, and not made Knuckles look like whatever he is in that one.
Not made him into a retard, yes.
Yes. That game had the potential to be a good game. And then they were just like, nah. They were just...
I mean,
I'm gonna be really
You're
honest,
not
Sonic
wrong.
Unleashed was actually pretty good.
yeah, I don't know why everybody fucking hates on it. I thought it was a fun game.
Like, it
I
was really
enjoyed it on
fun.
my PS2.
And like, I enjoyed the like daytime regular Sonic, nighttime monster Sonic like thing.
Yes, I thought it was enjoyable, but everybody hates on it and it crushes my soul.
I never beat it,
Because I
but that's
don't
just
know
kind
what
of
to
because
think.
like, that's because I was like 8 years old or whatever. Or, no, that
Okay,
age
no,
is probably
the
way
final
off.
boss on that game was really fucking hard for like no fucking reason. Like
I
I'm gonna
remember
be
a
completely
lot of the
honest.
bosses just kind of being like, you'd be playing the regular stages and you'd be like, yeah! And then you get to the final boss and they'd be like, we're gonna wreck you, mate.
No, okay, the nighttime bosses and then the final boss was fucking hard
I
as shit
think-
for like no fucking reason.
I think I was on the Egg Carnival or something like that.
That Sonic level, like that daytime Sonic level, was just like really bullshit. Because
Yeah.
it was all literally 90-degree turns that you haven't had to deal with the entire fucking game, and then all of a sudden it's like, here, have 90-degree turns.
And like, it had a bunch of
An
the,
entire
like, it had
level
a
made
bunch
of
of that,
90-degree turns.
it had a bunch of that quick tap A to jump to the next pad maneuvers too.
Yeah. It's like, here, have 90-degree turns. Have nothing but 90-degree turns. Oh, and by the way, Like, just saying, you have to fucking navigate all of this bullshit, and we're 90-degree, and with 90-degree turns.
I think the worst thing about that one is, like, you're going, like, Mach 8 the whole time.
Yes, exactly!
Did you see me cruise up in my... Did you see me cruise up in my old man car?
Yeah, there's a jet trying to blow us up, by the way.
Oh, well, let's blow him up. I have a full clip.
That tends to not to work.
I have a full clip of homing ammo. Oh,
See,
he's
what we
following.
really
I think he's following you.
Why? I don't have that nice of a car. I've clearly beaten this Nero to pieces. No, but then, okay, so, like, you do that one, and it's a bullshit level, but then, like, the fucking Chinese dragon on fucking Sonic nighttime mode was fucking bullshit, and then but, like, the mission leading up to that boss was also bullshit, because it was a bunch of really intricate platforming on, like, platforms that were too far away from each other.
Yeah. You know what I never understood, like, what I always thought was frustrating about Sonic games is, like, you'd literally complete it, like, the best you possibly could, and then the game would be like, C!
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you want me to do, complete this in 5 seconds and collect all the collectibles?
Yeah.
And
also,
then,
the story in Sonic Unleashed was kind of bullshit.
wasn't it, Eggman did some kind of...
No, yeah, Eggman split the fucking planet open like a fucking egg.
Yeah, and he did, like, and then on top of
and
that,
then he's trying to raise Dark Gaia, and then there's a fucking fairy boy that fucking starts following you around.
Yeah, and because he's trying to raise Dark Gaia, you got, like, caught up in one of his experiments, and got turned
and now
into
you
that.
gotta fuck up his shit, and now you're a werewolf hog thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, werehog.
Retarded in itself. And then
like, I mean, I really enjoyed the playing style and the mechanic, just...
Yeah, but then fucking Fairy Boy over here is, like, following you around the whole time, and then it turns out that he's like Gaia, and he's a fucking retarded piece of shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm like Gaia!
Like,
let me help you!
It just reveals it to him. He just realizes it out
yeah, like,
of nowhere.
You get to the final boss, and he's just like, I'm like Gaia! And then they fight.
And then you're like, who told you this, and how did you find out this information? I would like to
And
know.
isn't that final boss fight just you kind of like riding rails along the arms of them while they're fighting?
No, okay, so basically, I remember this final boss clearly, because it was the only thing that basically stopped me from finishing that game until I got, like, way older and, like, realized that, like, this boss was, like, fairly easy. Like, when you're, like, calmed down and you're not pissed off by, like, a really shitty fucking game.
Yeah, when you're not a pissed off elementary schooler.
Yeah, and so basically, like... So basically, he summons all of the temples that you've been running through the entire fucking game to him, turns them into a giant transformer robot combiner thing.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
You run across the arms and, like, the head and, like, explore the thing, like, making your way to Dark Gaia, who has now somehow gained enough energy to fuck shit up. And then, out of nowhere...
Which, by the way, it's like, how? I've been stopping you at literally every turn. How did you get enough power?
Yeah, and then, so somehow he gets enough, energy to, like, fully form, but then you somehow got all of the Chaos Emeralds.
And go supersonic?
And you go supersonic, and then you literally the entire boss fight after you get off of the arms is you going supersonic, floating around in a circle around Dark Gaia, basically floating around the entire Earth, essentially. Because Dark Gaia is that fucking big. Floating around the entire Earth within, like, seconds, picking up rings, and then just, like, smashing into Dark Gaia's, like, 3 fucking eyes, and that's literally it.
Okay, so the end of Sonic DX Director's Cut. You fight
You'd see my face, you'd see how disgusted I am in, like, the way I just described it, because that game had, like, the most bullshit final boss fight. For how fun the rest of the game, like somehow was
Okay.
the ending boss fight on that game was bullshit.
So, anyways. So the only way to play the actual final boss fight on Sonic DX Director's Cut was to beat every single character's playthrough, including Big the Cat.
Yeah, so nobody actually ever finished the game.
But anyways, if you did manage to do all of that, you would get to fight Chaos in his final form while going supersonic. But for whatever reason, during that fight, your supersonic ability is charged through the power of, like, rings. So if you don't collect rings, you lose your supersonic, and the supersonic constantly eats rings, so you have to constantly be collecting rings during the fight. Do you see what's annoying about this game?
Yeah, I can see what's annoying about it.
Every other Sonic game, it's like, you're supersonic, wreck them! But Sonic DX Adventure
Yeah.
Cut is like, you're supersonic, but if you run out of rings, you're gonna get wrecked!
You're gonna get really wrecked.
It's like, no, when you go supersonic, you win! That's how the game works!
That's how every game works, because the minute you go supersonic, shit gets fucked.
It's not supposed to be, you're supersonic, but if you run out of rings, you lose.
Yeah.
And you didn't even, like, lose if you ran out of rings. You just became, like, regular Sonic, and then you couldn't do anything.
And then you had to collect rings again?
Yeah, and then you had to collect rings again. But, like, if you didn't, like, you know when you're regular Sonic and you're, like, injured and you're running really slow and you only collect, like,
Yes.
and you do that thing where you collect, like, 5 rings, but, like, you do it really slowly?
Yes.
Imagine that, but, like, the second you collect the first ring, you pop into Supersonic and then immediately pop back to regular Sonic.
That would be annoying on, like, some next level.
So
fucking
before
shit
you
right there.
attempt to grab the rings, you have to do that thing where you do like a J run to build up speed so you can hit all the rings without losing supersonic mode.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Sonic DX and like Director's Cut, except for Big the Cat. But like I enjoyed that game.
Nobody enjoys Big the Cat. Nobody.
I enjoyed that game. Just Big the Cat and the final boss were too much for me. It was just like it was just one of those things where it's like, why? Oh, and I have all of the right to complain about how retarded Big the Cat is, because I finished Big the Cat's run through. Thank you very much. I beat that game.
Nobody finished Big the Cat's run through.
I
Nobody.
beat that game.
Nobody beat that game.
But I beat that game.
No, you're just lying to yourself.
No.
Nobody beat that game.
I'm not. I beat that game, and I don't know why I decided to put up with Big the Cat, but I shouldn't have. Anybody out there who has not played Sonic Director's Cut, play it. But when you get to Big the Cat, quit.
I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, you'll never beat the game, I guess, but okay. Big the Cat.
Big the Cat is like the biggest cock block ever. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna beat Sonic DX, and then they're like, nope, you gotta play Big the Cat.
Nobody wants to play Big the Cat. Nobody.
That whole mission, Big the Cat's whole entire playthrough is pretty much just him trying to like get his frog back.
Yeah,
And but it's like let me put it this way, because this is the truth. Basically what happened was Froggy ate a Chaos Emerald, he got smart, and he was like, why am I hanging out with this retarded big cat in the jungle? And then he started going on like awesome like adventures, and like a lovely like vacation, and he's going to like casino pools and like beach fronts and everything. But no, Big the cat has to go and like fish him out of his awesome fun vacation time, and then plop the Chaos Emerald out of him, and then like take him back to the jungle against his will.
Big the cat just sounds like an asshole. Yes.
He also probably has Down syndrome. Not to make fun of people who have Down syndrome, he just probably does.
Did they recently add chest tattoos?
What do you mean recently? They had chest... Oh, you mean new chest tattoos.
No, stomach tattoos, I mean.
I want to say no, but I could be wrong.
Because there's chest tattoos, and then there's stomach tattoos.
Like, as its own category?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, that's new.
And granted, none of them are.
Yeah, I have one little tattoo on my chest, and then 2 tattoo sleeves.
I wonder if it'd be gay if I got this tattoo.
I feel like if you have to question that fact, then you should know the answer already.
I mean...
I'm being chased by a jet for some reason.
Good for you, I guess.
Except, I half feel like he's chasing me, and I half feel like he's just flying. Nope, he's chasing me. Yep, I'm dead.
That's fine.
I just wanted to drive! Why do you blow me up so?
That's fun.
Ugh. Also, that one guy that was messing with us on the beach crashed into the beach and blew up right as you were leaving.
Hmm.
It was pretty entertaining.
Good for him. Yeah, good for him. I'm proud of you, buddy. You accomplished your goal of being retarded. Oh, I have to send you this GIF from my funny later.
Okay.
So basically it's this guy, and he's in like a white t-shirt, and it's one of those like vintage looking like tape things, and like I might get a bunch of shit for like saying this, but so like basically it's this average looking like guy, and he's like, I'm retarded, and then the camera pans over to like his closet door, and he walks over and he opens it, and there's a mirror on the inside. And he opens it up and he looks in the mirror, and then it like shows this guy with like Down syndrome in the exact same shirt.
Oh?
And I'm like, that's awful, but like it's sort of funny.
What? You know what meme? I don't understand why it became a thing. Like out of nowhere.
The what, incarnation memes?
No, those ones don't make sense either. But that one that
Yes,
like
they do.
they don't. But okay, tell yourself whatever.
It started out in like as like a farmers only like dating like meme, where it was like when you find a person who isn't a farmer, and then it was like some old dude who's like, what in tarnation?
Yeah.
And then
But then they made it like everything.
Yeah, and then it just evolved into like kind of retarded shit.
But no, that one that blipped into existence and then like blipped out of existence like just as fast. But it was that one where it was like that picture of that scene from Star Wars where Anakin's like, this is where the fun begins.
Oh, that one, that's still kind of there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing though is like people are using it to make like really terrible ones, like when when a kid walks into your stall at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what people were doing with it.
I saw this one that was like awful earlier today, where it was like, fuck. It's like
I'm
when
on the
you
clock.
find
What you want? Some wheels?
the I think it was like when you
I'll
find the
get there as soon as I
dead
can.
hookers that your dad's been hiding in the backyard.
Oh. I think one of my favorite ones of this year, or was I think it was this year, right? It didn't come out last year, right?
I don't know what meme you're talking about.
The one where it was like, you can't this if you already are this.
Oh no, that definitely happened this year. That
Okay.
happened like mid-February.
That was one of my favorite ones this year.
Yeah. You can't get her pregnant if she isn't real. And then it was like a bunch of like anime, like fucking body pillows and shit.
I saw some pretty terrible ones for that one too, though. Like, you can't get her pregnant if she hasn't hit puberty.
Can't get her pregnant if she's dead.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad too. But
You got great taste.
like, you know what I mean, though.
You can't have student dead if you're dead.
Basically, what I'm getting at is the internet is a horrible place, but that horribleness is what makes it hilarious.
Oh, okay. So like, by far my favorite like memes are like ones that like they could be a mix of like other memes, but as long as they're a mix of other memes with like SpongeBob. Like, okay, so I'm pretty sure there's like either some weird animated porno or like some weird, really fucking weird anime. Because basically, I have these two GIFs saved on my iPhone where it literally is like, so it's that scene where like Patrick and SpongeBob are playing in a box like in Squidward's lawn.
Yes.
And he kicks the box, and then he starts walking away, and then literally as he's walking away, it says, "I don't know what's like in this anime like voice of like a girl," and it's like, I don't know what's happening, but my asshole is in danger.
Yeah, I saw that one too, actually.
And then I found another one where it was SpongeBob going to erase Doodle Bob, and he's like, any last words? And then he's like, I don't. It was like, it's like, fuck, I'll pull it up right fucking now because I just sent it to like a friend of mine, and it's really recent in my iPhone, and it's fucking hilarious. Oh god, it's so funny. I gotta find it. It's not that one. It's this one.
Right there, Doodle. I brought you into this world, and now I'm gonna take you out. Any last words?
My first kiss was with an old man's dick.
I'm sorry, what?
What? What? Oh.
Do you want to know a super priceless part though?
If only
you
I was
remember-
physically capable of doing a JonTron impression right now.
So you remember Kyle, like big like afro
Yes,
Kyle
yes.
from like NC?
Yeah.
So like he's in Michigan, and like he deleted his Facebook, but like he just made a new one because like a bunch of like basically like it was required for all like the clubs he's in and like keeping up with everybody he knows from like home and everything. And so like he made a new one, and I messaged him because we haven't talked in like fucking forever, and I messaged him and we were talking, and then he was like, "Oh, what are like some of your favorite memes right now?" And I fucking sent that to him, and he played it on full volume in his fucking dorm room with like a bunch of people. He was like, "Oh, this is a nice innocent fucking SpongeBob meme," and then that hit, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Why have you sent this to me?
He's like, he literally he messaged me back. He's like, "Why do you fucking hate me?" I'm like, "I don't hate you. I love you intensely." Uh, and then I found this other one, and like, I might get more shit for this because this one's kind of also awful.
How many suicides does it take for people to realize what you say
They won't shoot
fucking
these
matters?
25.
Oh my god.
25. Oh, it's
Oh.
oh god. I can't. I can't sometimes. I just can't sometimes. You know? Sometimes I got a white girl and sometimes I can't.
I just made a pretty cool looking car. I also just got exploded.
That's fun.
I love how those two things just immediately like were right one after the other. I just made a really cool car. I just got exploded.
Morse Mutual
To be
Insurance.
fair, those were
How can
pretty
we help
linked.
you?
Those were some pretty linked statements since I
With
did get
Morse,
exploded
it's
in the pretty
mutual.
cool car.
Oh, I do like the revive meme, like from zombies.
Oh yeah.
That one, I enjoy that one. It's pretty good, just cause like.
Oh, the one I
'cause-
really I think by far one of my favorite memes of all time is the one where like something goes flying, and then it automatically they like Photoshop it
Oh yeah,
spiraling in space,
into
and
that-
it's like
into that music video. Yeah, into that fucking musical.
yeah.
I've got like a Darth Sidious one of that. I've got like the Yeah Boy version.
I have a Doctor Strange version of the Ben Damp Bamp song.
I've got a Corgi version.
Or have you seen the one with the Boston Terrier hitting the exercise ball?
No.
It like hits the exercise ball, goes flipping through the air, and and then activates the meme.
And then there's like like have you seen like these like mixed up like fucking like fonts with like that say like really awful fucking things on them, and then it's got like a skeleton or like a fucking reaper in it, and it's like a really bad CGI like skeleton reaper.
No, I have not seen those.
I'll have to send you this one, but just so everybody's in on this one. So basically, it's this really shitty CGI skeleton, and like every other word is in a different font, and like a different size, and like a different color. And so it says, just because I masturbate to gay furry porn doesn't make me a furry. Got it, Dad?
What?
And then I was really into the Crusader memes for a while.
You know the one issue I have about doing costumes at all, like cosplay or just costumes for Halloween?
Yeah.
My issue with that is like I can never think of like a character that like not only would I want to like dress up as them, but I could also pull off.
Yeah. See, I was thinking about like when we went to Comic-Con like forever ago.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking maybe going as like the guy from No More Heroes. Because I could easily pull that off with like a red hoodie and like a black t-shirt and like a pair of sunglasses and just like make a really shitty like lightsaber sword.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what the game is. It's like a dude in a fucking red jacket and like a black t-shirt with like slick back hair and like glasses who goes around killing people with a fake lightsaber.
So I was recently informed that if I had a Jufro, I would basically be Napoleon Dynamite.
That's where you're incorrect, Tristan, because I already hold that title. Because you've seen me with the Jufro. I can get pretty fucking Jufro-y.
Yeah.
All I need is the fucking glasses, and I am straight up Napoleon Dynamite.
Here, come outside and see my car.
Okay, I'll be right out. I was also really into like the Robbie Rotten theme.
Oh, yeah. The We Are Number One.
Yeah, except so did you see the video, like the iDubbbz video about Tana Mongeau or whatever?
No.
She's like some really shitty like storytime YouTuber that fucking like overplays her fucking
Oh,
stories.
is she the
So
one where
she's
it's like, cashier, talk to me? My stalker!
Yeah, basically she started that meme because that's exactly how all of her fucking shit is. That's cool. No, so basically she started that fucking meme, but basically so like iDubbbz completely fucking roasted her because she had a big issue with him using the N-word, but then like she has like a bunch of videos like out there publicly that have her saying the N-word in like really like non-ironic, non-joking ways.
Yeah.
That's like actually kind of like awful. And she straight up has like an issue with him saying it, and so like she straight up started this shit, and then he just like took it to the point where it was like ridiculous and that she has no fucking point. And so basically like now everybody sees her as this retarded like cunt that she fucking is.
What was that one where like the YouTuber, like where everyone was like, is this YouTuber, is she like kidnapped or what, or something like that?
Oh, that was, I don't fucking know. It was
What even was up with that? Like, everyone was just like, oh my god, we need to help her, she was kidnapped or...
No,
well,
was
no,
just, like,
she didn't even
dude.
do anything to like people...
No, everybody just like, yeah, she just started acting really weird and like out of normal from her videos, and then everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? And then she was like putting in like fucking signs saying that she got fucking kidnapped or whatever. Or
Well,
like
no,
tweeting that she got kidnapped.
That's actually not what happened. She had some bruises or whatever. Like, literally,
Oh,
this
yeah.
started because one, it came to light that she was on some drugs.
Yeah.
Two, she had a couple bruises. So she was on drugs, so she was acting weird, and then she had some bruises. And then people just, like, took this to an insane extreme and were just like, oh my god, she's been kidnapped, we need to help her, blah, 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 blah.
Like, no.
It's like,
No.
and she didn't do, like, granted, she didn't do anything to, like, deny these accusations. But she actually had no part in, like, creating that story.
Yeah. She just
Like-
went with it, and it was fucking insanity.
But it was just, like, some, like, random fan was, like, just some random group of fans somehow came up with that she was kidnapped, and then all of a sudden everyone was like, oh my god, she's kidnapped, we need to help her.
Okay,
Like-
so here's a direct quote, which it's a GIF unedited of her talking about slavery, and this is Tana Mongeau or whatever.
Yeah.
There are still people that were once slaves that are still alive, that still walk in this country. They're human beings. You can Google it. They're 90 or something. But I mean, 90 years ago, that person was a slave to a white person. There are still people.
Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in.
I'm gonna go do some drugs now. Be right back.
Well, you probably still have more fucking brain cells than she fucking does, like, at this point. Like, to be fucking honest.
Dude, this car actually handles
then-
pretty well.
There's like a Robbie Rotten, like, Yarhart, like, it was like his fucking pirate song.
Oh, the
Like, 'cause he
Yarhart
did like a
Fiddly-Dee.
pirate song. Yeah, where they replace the word pirate with the N-word.
Why?
And it's a clip of her saying it.
We are number one, but every number one is a hentai cum shot.
Oh god, no. I've seen that one.
Did you really watch that one?
Yes, I did. No, it was on iFunny. It was in my fucking subscriber thing, and it came through, and then I just ended up watching
Like
it.
it was
like,
the
all way
uncensored,
through.
like complete
Yes.
full one.
Yes. And I was just like, it's like.
No, I
Awful?
just saw like a still image, and it didn't have like any actual like pornographic imagery in the still image, but it had the caption, "We are number one, but every number one."
Yeah, no, I actually watched it because it just like fucking came up, and I watched the whole thing. It's like a car crash.
You start
can't-
playing,
you
but then you cannot stop
You
it.
don't want to look. You don't want to watch. You can't fucking look away. It's
When you
it's
forget your
awful, it's
Bluetooth
the most-
speaker is connected in the living room and you start blasting.
Guy Fieri eating in slow motion. Mom, can you please disconnect from the Bluetooth speaker and come down here? We need to talk.
Or you know what one I thought was really dumb just recently? The typing something into the Google and receiving a message from Dad.
Oh.
Why is the FBI here?
Yeah, why is the FBI here?
Now, there was only
There's been a
one.
couple-
There was only one that I personally thought was legitimately hilarious, and it was someone who took it and like twisted it, and it was like they were searching something that dads hate, and the FBI texts him, and it says, "Why is Dad here?"
I don't know. I thought it was. I found some pretty funny ones where it was like Trump, and it was like how to climb a wall, and then it was like, why am I here? From like Trump or whatever.
Yeah, that's great.
Then there was another version of that one where it was like how to climb walls, and then it was a text from Trump saying, "Don't you dare."
How to get free Robux? Why is the FBI here?
Oh, I did find one that was like, why is the FBI here? And it was, he was printing off, like, sheets of box tops, not food stamps,
Yeah.
box tops.
I saw
And
that
it
one
was like,
too.
why is the FBI here?
Oh. It's not even like printing those off would work. Like, they would straight up just be like, this is the fakest thing I've ever seen. Because, like, box tops come from the cardboard cereal boxes and stuff.
Well, no, like, certain, like, rubber bags, like, fucking pizza rolls have them. Pizza
Yeah,
rolls
but-
come in a bag.
Oh, you're right, they do. Yeah, but that would be a plastic bag with a food stamp on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's, like,
I don't think any of them are straight up paper.
maybe you could fucking fake it. I don't know. I mean, you could print off like a fuck ton of them, cut it into bits, and then just like put them in the box, and then watch your school like crumble. I mean,
Just like put it in the box and then see what happens.
probably fucking nothing, but I mean, you wasted like,
A bunch of
Tree, I
paper.
guess.
A bunch of...
you know,
Just take it to the absolute extreme. Just fill the box the rest of the way with fake food stamp or box tops.
No, take all the old actual box tops out.
Take them out,
And
put
just-
the fake ones in.
Put nothing, like, completely fill the box with fake ones.
And take all the real ones out.
Yeah, and then burn the real ones.
What even was the whole box top? Like, I know, I remember that being a thing. But, like, I don't remember what the point of it was.
Each one is worth, like, 10 fucking cents or whatever, is technically worth 10 cents. And if you turn it into your school, they can use it to, like, raise, like, funds for, like, art classes or whatever.
A whole 10 cents! Wow!
Like, each individual one is worth 10 cents or whatever.
Well, I know, but, like, still. That means you need 10 of them to make $1.
Yeah.
We're talking, like, 10 things of pizza rolls or 10 things of cereal boxes.
Well, like, a lot of them come in, like, pairs of, like, 2.
But yeah, but think
like,
about that, though, like...
But I know for sure on, like, certain cereals, they only come in, like, 1 at a time.
Yeah, like, think about that, though. It's like $1 for 10 cereal boxes.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a noble idea, but it's not fucking used correctly.
You might as well just
like,
have them donate actual money.
Yeah, and, like, the thing is, like, I don't even wanna, like, I'm not gonna fucking go out of my way to cut the fucking box top off. I'm just gonna, like...
It's like, I finished the cereal. This box is going in the trash.
Just throw the fucking box... Yeah, exactly. Like, I just throw the fucking box away. Like, I don't even pay attention.
Like, I wouldn't even notice if there was a box top on it or not.
Straight up, it's always on the fucking bottom of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's always, like, some really stupid thing where, like, I'm gonna have to full on fucking pull out scissors for this shit. Like, I don't want to bother.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to take the time to actually do something and cut this out.
And, you know, maybe fucking, like, Melania Trump would fucking go live in Washington and not be, like, a total cunt and, like, waste money on fucking living in New York. Then maybe we could actually afford education.
That's so dumb, though. It's like...
No,
there's a reason... There's a reason why the president lives in the White House.
Yeah,
and
no,
the First Lady and everything.
Yeah, they're cutting funding to, like, Meals on Wheels. Like, they're cutting parts of funding to Meals on Wheels.
Well, yeah, like, he made it huge...
so much time... Well, because, like, we could save enough money by fucking... for Meals on Wheels if you would just spend, like, 2 weeks in fucking Washington.
Yeah,
in
instead.
the White House.
Yeah.
Instead. We'd have enough money to fucking keep fucking Meals on Wheels funded. But
well, and
no,
then he did that whole speech too, like, things are gonna be rough, and we're gonna have to learn to live with less necessity, and blah 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 blah. And then I saw, like, a meme later of it, and it was like that quote, we need to learn how to live with less, like, luxuries. And then,
and yet he's got like a fucking gold-plated house.
And then it's like a picture of him on like a yacht with like Melania Trump, and then under that picture says, "I mean you, not me."
Yeah, no, and then he goes and fucking plays golf every fucking weekend.
Yeah,
he's played golf. He goes to fucking Mar-a-Lago and fucking plays golf every fucking weekend.
Well, the dumbest thing about that is like the security costs for him to go golfing is ridiculous.
Just like, dude, like, you gave fucking Obama shit for doing that, and then you're fucking sitting here doing that times like 100.
Yeah, and like, it would be fine if he wasn't the president.
Well, and the thing
because
is, I mean,
well, because think of it this way: if he wasn't,
play golf for free, but
yeah,
like,
but if he wasn't, if he wasn't the president, he could just go and golf. End of story.
Okay. Yeah, no.
But because he's the president, that golf trip costs like tens of thousands of dollars on security detail.
Yeah, for fucking taxpayers. Yeah, pretty much.
Just so he can go golf. It's like, if he wants to golf that bad, just don't provide security. Just let him get, like, killed on the golf course.
It's, well, and then, so fucking, like, nobody except, like, the lower fucking, like, bullshit news, like, organizations on Facebook is covering it. But fucking Snoop Dogg straight up shot a Trump clown, like, in a music video.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody's covering it. And fucking
just...
Trump threatened to send him to jail over it.
Well, first of all, you can't, but...
Yeah, because it's freedom of speech in the first place. But then he's just like, what if you had done this to Obama? It's like, everybody liked Obama.
I mean, not everybody, but he was majority...
Yeah.
He was pretty well
like,
liked, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, within, like, the first couple of months of Obama being elected, there were, like, in multiple southern states, people hung, like, black fucking suit and tie dolls.
Yeah.
Like, black people dolls from fucking trees. For, like, months.
But it's like...
Like, yeah, it's just like more people are mad at you than are like happy that you're fucking here, and people who were like.
My thing with the southern one though isn't even. My one with the southern one isn't even the fact that it's freedom of a speech against Obama. Like, I get that, that's fine. My issue with that is that they're being like racist AF.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, who cares if he's black?
Yeah,
like, it's like, I get it, it's a big deal, he's the first black president. But as long as he does his job, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, for all I care,
they
could be, for all I care, they could be an crippled Asian degenerate bastard child with, like, Down syndrome. And as long as they manage to still somehow do the job they're supposed to be doing, who cares? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, as long as the job is getting done, who cares?
Well, and then, like, people, like, the fucking courts keep striking down his Muslim bans, and then he's like, okay, I'll change it a little bit, and by the way, everybody on his fucking staff is being like, this isn't a Muslim ban, it's not a Muslim ban, and then he goes out in public and he's like, it's a fucking Muslim ban. It's banning Muslims. And then it keeps getting shot down in court. And then he's like,
see, the one thing I really
it's like, it's already been seen in court, you fucking retard, like, come on.
But it's like, I don't feel like we should have closed off our border.
Yeah, no.
It's like, I get it. There's terrorists. But it's like, the majority of the people trying to get in are actually legitimately, like, refugees trying to get away from those terrorists.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, like, okay, like, this is gonna sound really asshole-y and, like, super fucking, like, horrible, but the only good thing I am seeing coming out of, like, these fucking Muslim bans, if he somehow succeeds in, like, keeping them and, like, putting them up and keeping them up, is that when I finally have my computer engineering degree, I'll have plenty of job opportunities. But the flip side of that coin is that in 4 years, those jobs might not even be here. They'll be moved to, like, Canada or other
places where they can actually get to, yeah.
Yeah, where they can actually get to, which means I might have to fucking move to Canada to get a fucking job if I can even fucking go to Canada to get that fucking job. If I can get the job in the first place. Like,
hey, look at the bright side. Canada has great healthcare.
Yeah.
It has some higher taxes, but it has great healthcare.
Highest taxes.
Like, straight up, you get hurt, they're just like, we'll fix you up, eh? And then when you're leaving, they're like, how much that cost? And I'm like, it's free, eh?
Free boob jobs.
Like, you know what I mean, though? Like, if you get hurt, they just help you. In America,
Yeah,
you get hurt, they help you, and then charge you $1 million.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like, and then, like, there's people who are legitimately can't go to the hospital, even though they have a condition that's, like, literally killing them. But they can't afford to pay for the procedures.
It's, like, super easily treatable, yeah.
Like, we're talking, like, if that person was in Canada, they could just go into the hospital and be like, help me, and Canada be like, sure.
Yeah.
But America's like, oh, you're dying? That'll be $2 million.
So I'm just running down the street, and everybody's running in fear of me. Like, I didn't even pull out a gun or anything. I don't have any weapons out. Everybody's running in, like, fear.
My issue isn't even the fact that they're, like, charging for some kind of service. Like, the charging for a service, I get that.
He's reasonable, yes, because, like...
But it's... When someone's dying, help them!
Like, yeah. Like, it shouldn't be about fucking dollars and cents, it should be about the meaning of, like, being a good fucking person, basically.
And also, I also feel like medical bills probably don't need to be as high as they are.
I mean, it's...
Like, I get it. Surgery is expensive. The equipment involved...
a lot of it has to do with, like, the equipment. A lot of it has to do with, like, the doctor. Because, like, certain doctors don't charge as much as other doctors for the exact same procedure.
But it's like... But it's... Seriously, it's like... Just help them. Like...
I don't know, the thing about Canada's, like, health system is that you have to wait, like, a long time. Like, the issue with their health system is that, like, sometimes people end up having to wait for, like, their healthcare to, like, for them to be able to get, like, those surgeries and everything, but then, like, they end up waiting so long that they end up dying anyway. That's one issue that they do have.
Yeah.
Like, it takes so long to, like, process and get through all the things that, like...
Or by the time someone can actually afford to pay it, or by the time they find someone willing to treat them for a price they can pay, it's already too late.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Nothing's perfect, but... Well,
but, like, medical should be better. I don't get the point of what this guy just did.
What did he do?
He shot me, like, out of my car, and then he just kind of pushed the car a couple feet away from where I died and then left. I don't understand what the point of that was. Like, he didn't even destroy the car. Like, the car is in perfect drivable condition. Like, I literally just don't have any idea what the point of what he just did was.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can start another stunt race.
How long have we even been recording?
Like 2 hours.
Really?
Yes.
I might end my recording just alongside now.
Yeah.
So.
Night 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end my recording.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.